I was rewatching SpongeBob episodes lately, and a lot of them had Squidward in the episode. To me, anytime Squidward is in the episode, I already think it'll be an instant classic. Why so? Well, I don't think it'll come in as a shock that the biggest reason why people love Squidward so much is because they feel they relate with him. They relate with his impatience with stupid people, his desire to want to be something big, yet a lack of drive to get it done. Or maybe a lack of skill and talent to get it done. The hatred towards his job. The fact that it feels like life just never lets him win. Maybe you don't relate with all of that, but even if you don't, you can't help but laugh at his character. I can say I relate with most things Squidward has going for him, but even for the ones I don't, I get excited seeing him on screen. However, it's not just the relatability and comedy that makes Squidward such a great character. There's life lessons he teaches us all that no one talks about. One of, if not the biggest issues Squidward has going for him is the mental challenges he faces. The biggest example comes from the episode that gave me the inspiration to want to make this video essay in the first place, Squid's Day Off. Mr. Krabs needs to go to the hospital and put Squidward in charge of the Krusty Krab while he's gone. Squidward sees this as an opportunity to literally just leave the restaurant and relax at home, while he makes SpongeBob take care of any customers that may come in on a slow day. Funny enough plot. The catch is, Squidward keeps envisioning things going wrong at the Krusty Krab while he's gone. What if SpongeBob gives Patrick all the money left in the store? What if SpongeBob falls asleep and the restaurant sets on fire? Many what ifs going on in Squidward's head. Squidward is constantly running back and forth to his home and the Krusty Krab. Relax or check to see if the restaurant is okay. But every time he checked the Krusty Krab, it was just fine. It was a slow day because the restaurant had a closed sign out in front. Squidward's mind thinks things are about to go down a terrible path. Squidward will be responsible for the Krusty Krab shutting down. Squidward will be fired. But in reality, Squidward will be just fine. The Krusty Krab will be just fine. Or what about in another episode I watched recently, The Paper? This one isn't exactly about Squidward overthinking bad possibilities. This time he overthinks great possibilities. SpongeBob is playing with a piece of paper and literally does cool things imaginable with it. He chews on the piece of paper and makes origami with it. He can use the piece of paper to fly around the world and play a musical instrument. What? An instrument? One of Squidward's favorite things to do? While Squidward at one point was not interested in playing with a piece of paper, he now is. He gets very jealous, can't have fun at home with what he's doing, and literally will trade anything he has in his life for that piece of paper. He gives SpongeBob his all, even his house and his shirt, and in exchange, he gets the piece of paper, and realizes it's a piece of paper. What the hell is he doing? Did he seriously just trade every great thing he had in his life, all because he thought playing with a piece of paper would be the funnest thing ever? Squidward's mind thought that life would be better if he had just one thing. He can't have fun with the many things he has around him. No, he has to have one great thing. A piece of paper. And even when he gets the paper, not only does he realize the paper is quite literally all he has now, he doesn't have a bed, a roof over his head, clothes, just a paper. But he also has something lacking in his head, imagination, which leads to our final example coming from the episode Idiot Box. SpongeBob and Patrick order a giant-sized TV, but throw the TV away and hide inside the box doing what exactly? Without taking that out of context. Squidward thinks it's weird, but whatever, it's just SpongeBob and Patrick doing stupid activities again. Time to go watch TV. What the? Why is the box making loud and realistic sound effects? After Squidward kicks the box, it sounded like there was a real avalanche SpongeBob and Patrick were on. But as he opens the box, there's no avalanche. SpongeBob and Patrick are just sitting there. This goes on over and over. Squidward hearing the box make noises and sound effects that sound like you're truly there in real life. But every time he checks the box, SpongeBob and Patrick are just sitting there. SpongeBob is trying to tell Squidward, listen, why those noises are happening is because we're using our imagination. We're not physically there at Robot Pirate Island. If we imagine it with our heads, then we are. Squidward's problem is he takes life too literally. How can they have fun when they're just sitting in a box? Surely they're just playing a tape recorder to mess with him. Can people actually have fun sitting in a box? Squidward tried that earlier and it didn't work out. So he gives it a shot at night when SpongeBob and Patrick are out of the box. And sure, while Squidward was imagining he was in a race car, what was actually happening in real life was a dump truck was carrying Squidward inside the box to the dump. But did it truly matter at that moment? Squidward didn't care if it was a dump truck or not. Boy, are there plenty of great moments to learn from Squidward. But this is a great stopping point, as we have much to learn from just 3 episodes. It's easy to relate with Squidward, but it might not be so easy to learn from him. Without trying to diss Squidward's character, as truly he's one of the greatest fictional characters ever made, but his mental challenges are something we all have and can fix. Having imagination and fun in this world isn't so much fun as an adult because, look at how ridiculous it looks on the outside. Just like sitting in a box and playing with a piece of paper, you might think what sounds fun is ridiculous. Let's just say you want to be a cosplayer. It looks really fun to dress up as your favorite character and truly imagine you're them. But there's an inner part of you that thinks, why would I do that? Look at how stupid I look. Me trying to be someone that isn't real. Now that you're too worried about what you might look like to others, you don't use imagination. Instead, you just watch TV because that way of looking at your favorite characters isn't so ridiculous. But, just like Squidward, you just can't quite get your mind off of that activity you want to do. Truthfully, you shouldn't really care about how ridiculous something is. We might laugh at Squidward for thinking he was on a real race car when he wasn't, but did that matter to him? He was having a lot of fun. And that's what I think we worry about. We worry about how others know we aren't what we think we are sometimes, but why does that matter? Aren't you having fun? No, you're not literally Patrick Star, but what's the fun in taking that literally? Have fun and go get what you want in this life. Just don't forget the good you have now. Just like Squidward, we can't overlook the fun things we have that we take for granted. I'll admit, I almost became Squidward one time with this. I took a trip to the state of Texas one time, and holy shit, I loved it. I loved everything about Texas, from Houston to Dallas, to even that one side of the state that feels empty. I wanted to move there immediately. I was tired of living in the same old hometown I've been living in for 24 years of my life, seeing the same old stuff. It was just time to move out of Florida and go to Texas. Or was it? I could also move to Atlanta, where I'm close to my brother and other activities I enjoyed when younger. Ultimately, I took that route, and I'm thankful I did. Was moving to one state worth it just because it was cool to me? Or would I have set myself up for failure, as I had never lived on my own before, know absolutely no one out there in Texas, and would be far away from friends and family? Why not move close to your brother and hang out with him when you can, while staying closer to family in Florida? Plus, you get help if you need it, while also going to your favorite hiking spots and sports games you enjoyed when younger. Like Squidward, trading away everything for just one thing maybe wouldn't have worked out for me. And finally, don't sweat the small things. Everything is gonna be okay. Whatever it is you want in your life, you can do so. But what's the fun in it if you overthink what could go wrong? Better safe than sorry and take precaution, sure, but to only take precaution like Squidward did, that's no fun. Unless whatever you're doing isn't right, like Squidward did. Stay out of your head a little bit. Be thankful for what you have, and make life what you want it to be. There's no fun if you take things too literally and or overthink the what could go wrong possibilities. Now that this video is about to end, I'm thankful that you watched till the end, and I'm thankful for Squidward for the entertainment and life lessons he provides for us all. But you have some things to do today. Hopefully you'll complete them with a different mindset. Before you watch another fun YouTube video, ask yourself, have you finished those errands?